and no need to do work study to this kind of process. That means if the the method involved with the like heat treatment or maybe apa lagi lupa lah. Okay lah, heat treatment there is nothing can be done with the method study because there is no step by step. Like curing, when you want to when you study about the curing, when you do construction kan, so there are curing of concrete. So the curing process need maybe 3 days, maybe 3 days to cure. So that things you cannot do the work study for the curing process, because it fits. They need to have the time to cure. Okay, then we go to the human considerations. Okay, this one, choose work study that have less controversial problems. Okay, sometimes workers do not like changes because they convinced and they are convenient with the situation, the current situation, comfort zone. Okay, so you have to make them feel comfort by showing the changes at another place. You show the benefit. If you do the method study and the improvement in the department A, so you show them what is the benefits from the department A. Okay, use persuasion and you pujuk persuade or focus elsewhere for proof before coming back. For example, explain to them that by changing some method in production line can give them less pain, shoulder pain ke, and be more productive compared to the current method. Okay, we look at the slide. Sekejap, Okay, this slide. This has been explained. Okay. You have to identify problems and 2 reasons method study is required. When do you need to do method study? Okay, a task has changed. When the task has changed, you need to do the method study. When the estimated is not optimal, not applicable anymore due to changes such as to product design, or maybe you purchase a new equipment, maybe the no need to use the equipment ke. So there is change in the task, so you can do the method study. Okay, problem in the activity. When the activity has problem in productivity. However, method study can only solve problem related to method of doing job. This one I have explained to you. Okay, this is example how to identify the case study that you want to do method study. Okay, let's say this is the product with high reject rate. So you do, what is the name? What is the name of this analysis tool? Sorry?
Fishbone diagram.
Fishbone diagram. Fishbone diagram. Okay. Fishbone diagram. Ishikawa. Cause and effect diagram. Kan? This is quality engineering tool. Okay. So high reject rate. Okay. How to identify before you do the work study? Okay. When you you find out the root cause. In this example, you have materials and machine and man. So you learn and you study what is the material of what is the root cause of the material. Let's say the root cause is difficult to process and not to according to the specification. So difficult process. This is a problem related to design of product and process. Work study may assist by exploring other ways to go around these difficulties. You will study the process. Or if it is about the not about the specification, so this is the problem. Okay, okay, this is the problem. Alah, tak nampak lah. Related to the reliability of the suppliers and cannot be solved through the method study. And for the specification, we cannot use word study to modify the the procedure. Okay, machine. Okay, for machine, there may be two root cause. First is incorrect setup and then frequent breakdown. So for the incorrect setup, what will study can do? Identify and documenting the correct setup method or simplify the method of machine setup and mistake proof it. Okay, this one is maybe more Pokayoke. You will learn about the Pokayoke. Okay, frequent breakdown. What study cannot solve this if due to obsolete machine or lack of maintenance. So you can avoid what if the problem is it comes from the maintenance or obsolete machine. What you can do for the work study is if the breakdown is due to misuse or ineffective work method. Okay. Then we have man. Okay, consists of two as well. Job is difficult or lack of training. Okay, job is difficult, maybe can be eliminated or at least reduced through method study. The job can be eliminated lah. A better, simpler method may be identified. Or if it is about lack of training, so it can be, may identify a simpler method of doing a job so you can avoid to train the workers and with the specific train lah. Okay, this one I have mentioned tadi. Same thing. Incorrect setup, difficult to process, not to specification, job is difficult, lack of training. Okay, go to the select problem. Okay, although problems that method study may address has been identified, only problem with feasible solutions and need to be selected so as not to waste resources. Okay, feasible and can be implemented, can be it is practicable, maybe based on the budget, and feasible based on the skill and availability of material. Okay, waste resources in terms of there are three category of waste. First is economics, technical, and then human factors. Okay. Okay, we go to the first, in terms of economics. Focus on the problems that contribute to the highest profit or loss or savings. So you can use Pareto analysis to identify which product or which process that you want to do the method study. Which product lah, senang kata. Problematic product with the highest sale profit. Okay, now we look at the example here. Okay, name of product, annual production and profit per unit. So how do you want to do the Pareto analysis? Do you know what is the Pareto analysis? Do you know what is the process? Pareto analysis. Have you learned Pareto analysis?
Yes, betul.
Yeah.
Yes, betul.
Yes. Okay. We do some revision. Okay, wait. I will open my handphone. Okay, if you know how to do it, so you can try. Yeah, you can try first. Okay, can you see my apa ni? Sorry. Oh, I have to stop the sharing. Okay, I stop the sharing. Okay, kecil juga lah. Okay, can you see the camera?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, is it large or not? How to make it large? Okay lah, tak apa. Oh, tak boleh balik. Ya, tak nak. Wait Okay, now you can see clearly. Can you see?
Yeah, Doctor. Yeah, Doctor.
Okay. Okay, now we have the. Okay, I will apa ni? Stop this video first. Here we go. This one. Okay. What you should do first? What you should do first? When you find out this, you find this apa ni? This figure. You have the name of product, annual productions, and profit per unit. Can we choose based on the annual productions? Class?
Yeah,
We
Doctor.
choose by looking at the annual production or profit per unit.
Annual production.
Maybe
The annual
darabkan annual
production.
production dengan profit per unit.
Okay, so that means we cannot look at the annual production itself on profit per unit, right? So what we can do is we multiple first, these two, because this one is units, and for the profit it is only considered per unit. If I choose the annual production and the units, I can see that product D is the highest, kan? So this one is the critical one. Followed by C and the others lah. But if I choose the profit per unit, I will choose product F followed by A and then B. So not consistent. So what we can do is we multiple it first. So you try to multiple first. Okay. What is it? 800. And 40, then you get 32,000. So you put it, the number here, 32,000. And then okay, I have 28,000, 10,000, 18, 6,000, 12, 60,000, and 6,000. You see my okay. Okay, after that, what we should do? After I get the total, and for each product, RM, because we have units times RM per unit. So unit mati we have RM only. So now we can consider which one is critical. So how do you know which one is critical? By looking at what?
The highest number.
Yes, the highest number. So you will choose and the highest number. The highest number here is 60,000, and then this one, okay, so this number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Okay, number 6 and 7, which one? Either one lah, because it is same. Is it problem? My line has problem ke? My line has problem
Sometimes.
Maybe I have to stop my video first. Okay. Okay. After that, when you have the number here, the sequence of number, so you have to arrange based on the highest to the lowest, highest to the lowest. So that means now you have first 60,000 and 60,000. Then you have 32,000. 60,000 is F. Okay. 30,000 is 32. 32 is A. Then 28,000 is B. Okay, then we have number 4. 12, 8. B, yang ni apa? E. Okay, 12, 10. 10 is C. Okay, then okay, the one 6,000. Dia ni. Sekejap 6,000. Okay, D and G, 6,000. Okay, then what you should do? What is the step? Next step. You have to total up. You have to total up. So if you total up, you can get the number is 1,556,100. When you total up, the number is 1,556,100. Okay, then you will calculate the percentage, right? You have to calculate the percentage. You take 60,000 over this one, over the total. So you will get 38.5. Okay, then you get 32,000 over 1,556,100. It is 50. Sorry. 20.57. And then 17.99. Okay. Okay, E you get 8.22%. C you get 7.58. D 6.43, 6.43. Okay, what is the next step? After you find the number, the percentage, what is the next step? You need to what?
Total up.
Sorry?
Total up to ensure we get 100%.
That one is just to validate,
Oh.
not to validate. What you want to do with this number now? You should do the cumulative. Cumulative. Because you want to look at the, okay, Pareto, dia punya syarat is what? Pareto. You have A, B, C, right? Okay, A is 1 to 80%. Okay, B is less priority, so 81% to 95%. And C is over, yang lain-lain others lah, over 95%, ataupun 96% over lah. Okay, so you can see that if the product is in this category, 80%, that means 80% contribute the profit, contribute the product profit. Okay, so what you can do after you get the percentage for each, then you go to the cumulative, 38.5. So the cumulative is 38.5. Then you add the 20, at 20.57, you will get 59, 59.07. Okay, then you add 17, you will get 77.06. Okay. Then E 85.29. And then 92 and this lah. So what is the product you will choose based on this finding? And the guideline is 1 to 80% is A. In the very important, very critical. Okay, which product you want to choose based on the cumulative? 38? Yes. 59? Yes. Until 77?
Yes.
Yes, still yes. Until 85%?
It
Look at the
enters
benchmark.
the grade B.
Yes. So we have to stop here. So this is the category A. Okay. See, 81 to 95. Okay, this one is still 92. Okay, this one, let's say if you okay, so this kalau you calculate this one 92.87 plus 6.43, so become 99.3. So this one 99.3. So until here you get B. And because if you take 99, so it will go to C. And so you just stop here. And this one is category B. Okay. Okay, this one is category C. Okay. Okay, this one is category C. Okay. Then what you have to do next is you draw the Pareto. You draw the Pareto chart. It's simple, right? The graph. And then let's say here, this is F, A, and B. My line Okay, F, A, and B in the category A. Okay, so this one is F. F is 30, 38.5%. Okay, then we have 20.57. Let's say here, you do the scale there. Okay, sini 20.57, and then 17.99. Okay, this is product F, this is product A, and this is product B. Then you have the others lah. And we have E. E is 8.22, 7.5866. I don't want to explain you about the others. Actually, when you have the others, even though the others go to the big number, the last number, but still we put it at the end of the graph. Okay, that is others lah. But here we don't have the others. It is 6.43, 6.43. So that means this is our A. A. Okay, until here it is B, and this one is C. Not A product, A priority. And this is A priority, B priority, and C priority. Okay. Okay. This one is 20% only item. It is 20% item, which contribute 85% of product. But I don't like this one. I always use the 80%. 80% of product contribute. 80% of the product contribute the profit. Okay, understand it? Start from here. Then you calculate the amount and the amount. Then you have to arrange based on the highest to the lowest. And then you go to the apa ni? You arrange first, and then after arrange you calculate the punya percentage one by one each, and then you find out the cumulative. So after the cumulative, just categorize lah. Which one is 80%? Categorize which one is B and C, and then draw. Very simple kan? Very simple, right?
Yes. Doctor. Doctor.
Yep.
Yeah. For the Pareto chart, do we need to draw the cumulative line? Like.
Oh yes. Okay, good. After you put the apa ni the figure here, actually there is one more. You have to put the cumulative tu. Okay, this is the number of cumulative tadi. Percentage of cumulative until you get 100% kan. So start with here. So you just sambung dia punya line ni. So this is the cumulative percentage. Good. Good question. Okay, I forget that one. Okay, anything lagi? This is what? Percentage. This is item. Number product. F, A, B, E, C, D, G. Okay, boleh? Simple kan? Okay. Okay, take your time to understand. I think Pareto, you have learned Pareto in what course? In what course? You have learned the
Quality
Pareto.
system.
Oh, okay. So that means you have learned the quality system. Or current, in the current session semester ke?
Ya, tengah belajar.
Tengah belajar, patutlah. Okay, tapi dah sampai sini. Have you reach this topic?
Baru sampai semalam lah.
Oh, dah lah maksudnya.
Abah. Baru sampai
Oh,
semalam.
penat je cerita. Yalah, tak apalah. So this is additional additional knowledge. And how do you want to to choose? And how do you want to choose the product tadi Here we go. Okay, I will share back. Okay. So now you know how to do the Pareto chart. Okay, factors for selection. Second is technical, right? Okay, the technical, avoid changes that are not feasible to ni dah tadi kan? This one technical. Okay, heat treatment tadi kan? Okay, dah. I finish. Okay, human factors also finish. Okay, this is the summary. Okay, example of how you can justify the selection. If you have the activity here, assembly of product A, painting of component Y, inspection of product E, transportation of component R. Okay. So what is the problem? So you identify the problem in each activity, and then you can see. Let's say for this first assembly of product A, the time is long, and the time long. So what you should do to shorten the time? You know that you have to shorten the time. Okay, the painting of component Y, it is repetitive. So how you want to reduce the repetitiveness? Okay, for the inspection of product E, tedious manual. So how to make it simple? Manual inspection, tedious, leceh kan? Okay, and then transportation of component R. There are 2 workers required to transport each component. So maybe you can ask yourself how to reduce the number of workers. So in terms of economics, technical and man, so you have to tackle which one lah. So economic, saving in time, cost increase, reduction of repetitiveness, cost adequate saving, simpler inspection, economical, reduction in number of workers can induce an economic advantage. Okay, we go to the technical, then you can see is there any effect for the product and human. Will changes affect the product quality and human safety? Is effectiveness? Changes in transportation can affect the product quality and human safety. Or maybe you can tackle the human factors. Will workers accept the changes? As if repetitiveness, the less repetitiveness can be accepted by the workers, ataupun less tedious method, can the human accept the less tedious method, can accept the reduction of numbers of workers. So this one you have to you have to think and to identify before you select. Okay, then we go to the record information. And this is a very important step. And because when you talk about the record, that means documentation. white and black, black and white, black and white, documentation. As accuracy of study depends on accuracy of information. Information need to be properly recorded to each study. Need to record appropriate diagrams. So how to record? We will use appropriate diagrams or charts. Okay. Okay, this one you just read yourself, how to choose. Okay, there are some techniques of recording. Charts. We have two we have two techniques here. If we want to describe the process flow, so you are going to use outline process chart and process flow chart or two-hand chart. Okay, if you want to show the time scale, you can use a multi-activity chart and CMO chart or diagrams to describe flow of movement, such as flow diagram, cycle graph, chronocycle graph, pattern motion diagram, string diagram, and from to chart. Okay. Okay, when we talk about the diagram and charts just now, so we have the standards. We will use standard BS3138 introduced by in the Nibble and Frivolts. Nibble and Frivolts. The American Society, SME and BS. Okay, they use these symbols. Okay, the circle one. This is operation. Shows that an operation is happening. Usually material changes after going through a process. The example, when the metal is welded, and this like verb, you can see by looking at the verb. Cutting wood, type, letter. Inspection, it is the square one. Shows inspection of quality or quantity. Maybe it is time to measure the size ke, you want to check the quantity, you want to check the spelling mistake for the letter, you want to check the for spelling mistake. So you will use this symbol. Okay, then we have transportation symbol, arrow, shows transportation from one point to another. Okay. Let's say when material is being transported to store, or worker is walking to a machine. So that is transportation. A delay with the symbol D in a sequence of steps. Okay, materials. This is the example. Materials queuing to be processed. Work in process work in progress here. Working, waiting for process to complete. Either time lah selalunya. This one, delay. And storage, triangle. It shows control storage, that is storage approved by the responsible party. Okay, for example, raw material in the storage or finished goods in the store. Okay, so when you know these 5 symbols, okay, we look at the textbook there. Okay, this is the symbols. Drive nail, mix, drill hole. So you will use this symbol. Move the materials as long as it use maybe material handling kan, or maybe just manual handling. So you will use this symbol, transportation. Is storage when it is in the storage. Okay. Delay when you are waiting, waiting for elevator, waiting to be processed for the material in truck, papers waiting to be filed, or inspection for the symbol inspection, and the square one. Examine materials, you are doing the inspection. Read steam gauge, boiler, and examine printed form for information. So you are doing inspection. Okay, this is ASME standard. Or sometimes you can also use the combination. Okay, sorry. Funny. Okay. Maybe it is a combination of symbols. This is allowed to show that two activities are being conducted. Let's say you have the operation and you also have the inspection. Operation inspection. For example, pack and check for defects. So you use these two and you can combine both, both symbols. Okay. Okay. Now we go to outline process chart. Outline process chart only use these two. Outline process chart only use these two symbols, operation and inspection. It shows the general chronology of events and general chronology, usually used to get the general view of activities and events. Normally, it will be used by the beginner. If you are the beginner, don't have the experience how to develop the process chart, normally we use the outline process chart. And after sometimes, after you come up with the outline, then only you know you can detail out the outline process chart by adding the transportation apa tadi delay ke or storage to make it more to make it complete. Okay. Okay, this is the example outline process chart in the laundry. First, there is no storage, no transportation, no delay, only the verb. Okay, you weigh clothes and then you wash the clothes. Then you dry the clothes. Okay, you do the inspection because only two in. Okay, inspection, then you iron the clothes, hang or fold the clothes, and then you do the inspection and picking. Okay, this one is simple, This one is very simple because only one line. Okay. Okay, what about this? Okay, chair assembly. Example that involve branch of flow. You have branch of flow. And this is the primary punya flow. And this is the primary flow. Start with developing the metal legs. Buat kaki dia dulu. So you have to cut, bend, drill, paint, dry. And then you wait for the wooden seat. Wooden seat to be processed. So for the wooden seat, they have to cut, to paint and dry. Then go to the assembly. Okay, screws and nut also go to the assembly. Screw and nut normally we purchase, right? So if we just purchase, just put dia punya nama je, the name and the screws and nuts. Then the arrow go to the assembly. Okay. After number 9 is the assembly. So you will assembly the metal legs, wooden seat by using the screws and nuts, and then go to the inspection. Easy, right? This one is easy lah. Only this is very simple, and this become quite complicated. When we involved with some other process, some other process to complete, the other parts dulu, Okay, guidelines. Okay, you have the primary components here, and then you have the secondary component. This is the primary, this is the secondary. Okay. Repetitive, sometimes we need some repetitive, especially when when it has reject ke ataupun rework. So not reject lah, rework. So you have to repeat the process until what time. Or maybe there are process need to repeat several times. So also you use this arrow. Okay, alternative route. Okay, this one. For example, if you have two options to complete, maybe after this process, you come up with two products, two different products, product A and product B, with some slight different. Okay, So, for example, toys with 4 big tires and toys with 4 colorful tires, only to put some variety. So you have the alternative route. Alternative route. Okay, now we go to this example, this exercise. Okay, one of the product made by a company is tank for liquid storage. Okay, based on observations, the process of manufacturing this tank is as follows. Okay, first, materials. The materials is metal sheet, is transported from the store to the marking area where the metal sheet is marked to ease the cutting process. The cutting process is done in another department in another part of the factory. Okay, the metal sheets that has been cut is sent to the welding workshop to be joined. The assembled tank is then cleaned from slag before being sent for storage in the stock. So it makes sometimes it is operation, sometimes it is transportation. Apa ni apa tu inspection, operation, storage kan. Okay, when the time for delivery for the customer is near, the tanks are sent to the liquid proofing section where the joints are sealed with silicone to ensure that there is no leak. It is then sent to the paint section. Okay, before painting is conducted, the tanks are checked for leaks and only properly sealed tanks are accepted. After painting, the tanks are set aside to dry before being sent to the finishing department, where the tanks are painted with the company's logo. The completed tanks are then sent to the store waiting for delivery. Okay, who want to try? Okay, we go to the Jamboard. I have put it in the Jamboard. You just use the apa ni? The previous one, our Jamboard, the previous Jamboard. And we put this in our WhatsApp group. You go to the WhatsApp group. You can see the address too. Okay. And then you can okay, stop sharing this one. I go to the Jamboard. Okay. 16 participants come to the Jamboard. Okay, can you see the Jamboard? And also you go to the Jamboard to fill beside this question. Okay, I give you 10 minutes to try. Just put what is the answer. Easier. Operation process chart ke outline? Flowchart. Okay, I put here is this one is outline first taruh sini absen macam ni pula ni. Dia bentuk outline and operation. So, sekejap. The operation proses nama dia. Nampak? Okay, what is the hint? Okay, the hint, if outline process chart only involve what? To when? First is the operation. Second is the inspection. So you just identify what is the operation dengan inspection. Only these two. But for the process flow chart, you have to identify all the activities. Okay. Okay, I give you the hint. For the first two is mark, mark, for marking. Then you have cutting, eh, and then welding or joining, cleaning slide. So this one need no need. Okay, now we can start for the outline. For the first, you have only one. Sorry. Okay. In the first question, this one, in the first question, you have two activity, two verb lah, two activities, two operation. Sorry, two operation. Okay, what is it? First is marking kan, marking. Okay, you have marking. This one lah. And then okay. Control C, Control V. And then you have marking, then cutting. Have cutting. Okay. Okay, then for the second one, the metal sheet that has been cut is sent to the welding workshop to be joined. The assembled tank is then cleaned. So how many activities in the second question? Hmm?
Three?
Two. Okay, what is that?
Send to welding workshop to be joined.
Not using the sand. No
Okay.
no the word sand.
A joint
Yes. Okay.
and then a clean.
Okay, good. So you put these two operations. First is join ataupun joining, joining, and then you have cleaning, joining and cleaning slide. Just copy paste the circle symbol, okay, and okay, put the word. What is the word? Welding ataupun joining, joining, and one more is cleaning slide. Sorry. Who is this chinchilla? Who is chinchilla? And who is this one? Sheep ke? Ni wombat. Wombat eh? Who is wombat? Who is now actively using this Jamboard? One is the green one here. And then, hilang pula dah. This one. Tadi apa chinchilla eh? Chinchilla. Who is that chinchilla? Dengan ni, the green one ni.
Saya chinchilla tu.
Who's that? Zuhair eh? Zuhair chinchilla. Zuhair chinchilla. The other one? Yang tadi tu? This green one. The green one. This symbol. Only two active. I can see only two active. Or maybe you have done your job here. But okay. Ada satu lagi. Others, you don't want to try. Okay, now ni macam ada salah sikit ni. T is not here. Okay, it just have operation and inspection. Okay, guys, I read The first is marking, and then cutting, joining, cleaning slag. Okay, silicone seal process. Sealing sealing. Okay, sealing, painting, drying and painting. Painting, drying and painting logo. One more painting logo. The last one is painting logo. And there is no inspection at the last tu. Tak ada. Okay. Put one more here. And painting logo. The last one. Then your outline is complete. Okay, good. And now, when we talk about the process flow chart, you have the apa tadi 5 logos will be used. So how do you want to how do you want to fully utilize the symbols? Okay, try to create the operation at the right side here. This space process flow chart. Siap. Okay, process flow chart here. Okay. You can use the hint marking, cutting semua ni, all the activities, all the operation. But sometimes before or after you have the inspection, maybe you have the storage or you have the transportation, delay. So you just add up that activities. Okay, for the first one, material is transported from the store. So that means the first symbol is what? The first symbol is which comes first? Okay, storage, because material is transported from the store. So that means from storage, then it will be transported and the material will be transported to the marking area. Anak panah salah lah. Sebalik. Betul kan balik? Okay. You can make it smaller, eh? Okay, you can make it smaller. Okay. This one make it smaller. Okay. Okay, put it in one row, eh? Oh, sorry. Put it in one row. Tadi siapa dia Zuhai ke siapa ni? Yang okay, put it in one row. Okay, here. Okay, the others you can put the word here. The word. Put the word. What is the word? Storage. The first one is storage. The second one is two marking area. Two marking area. Okay, the second is two marking area. Then only you have the marking there. Okay, two marking area and then marking. And then you have marking area where the metal sheet is marked. Okay. Then cutting process. Okay. Cutting process is done in another department. That means there is one activity before the cutting process. And the cutting process is done in another department, in another part of the factory. So that means what should be involved? What symbols? Okay. Okay, good. You need to bring the material to the other department first. Then only you can cut. Then only you have the process of cut. Okay, but it is not to marking area, but to mana? To cutting process. To cutting process. You can try. No one scold you. Just try. Okay, to marking area, then operation is mark or top marking. Marking. Okay, the second, sorry, second. The metal sheets that has been cut is sent to the welding workshop. Sent to welding workshop. Then, for what? To the welding workshop to be joined. So, joining process, joining. To another department to welding workshop. To welding workshop. For what? Joining. Okay. The assembled tank is then clean. Okay. Then go to clean. After welding, you go to, no, not go. You do the cleaning process, cleaning slag. Okay, cleaning slag. And then when the time for delivery to the customer is near, the tank are sent to the liquid proofing section where the joints are sealed with silicone to ensure that there is no leak. Okay. Ada tricky. When the time for delivery to the customer is near, that means what? They will put in the what first? The company will wait until the customer need the product. So that means what should be involved? You just put in the shop floor. After finish and after you do the cleaning process, then you just put on the in the shop floor ke? You should put in the Okay. Okay, cleaning. But you have to transport dulu kan? You have to transport to the storage, right? But the storage here cannot use the storage yang triangle tau. You cannot use the triangle because the triangle means at the end or at the first floor kan. So what you can do is you use the D. Okay, that's good. You use the D, but you put delay. Okay, delay in the bracket storage of WIP. Storage of WIP. Okay, delay on storage of WIP. In the bracket, storage in the WIP. Storage of WIP. Proofing verification. Okay, to liquid proofing section. Okay, so you have the transportation there and to liquid proofing section. Okay, the transport. You go to liquid proofing section. And then you have the sealing process. Silicon sealing process. Okay, good. And then after silicon, it is then sent to the paint section, painting. But before painting is conducted, the tanks are checked for leaks and only properly sealed tanks are accepted. So that means after sealing, it will go to the painting section. So that means we have the transportation symbol to painting section. And then you have to do the inspection first. Inspection for leak. Inspection for leaks. And then only you have the painting. Okay. Okay, good. Sealing. Okay, to paint section. Okay, to liquid proofing section, silicon sealing in section. Inspection for leaking. For leak. Inspection. Then you have painting. Then you set aside after painting, before painting is conducted. After painting, the tanks are set aside. So you have to set aside to dry before being sent. Only that the thing is, it is not clear. Is it involve the movement or not? Set aside. After painting, the tanks are set aside. Dry before being sent to the finishing department. Before being sent to the finishing department. Then dry, okay, dry. Then go to the finishing, ada. Descend to the finishing, okay. Then you have to go to the finishing department after drying. Okay, dry finish too, then you go to the finishing. Okay, finishing, okay, good. And then you do what? You paint, painting logo. Okay, you painting logo. And then you go to store and then storage. Satu je. Okay, good. Okay, I read you look at the flow Okay, first storage, and then to marking area, and then you do the marking. To cutting process. To another department tu tulis to marking process. To cutting process, sorry. Sekejap Marking. To cutting process. And then cutting. Sekejap Okay, marking. Then to cutting process. Okay, cutting process and then cutting. After cutting, to welding workshop. Oh, you skip one activities here. Skip one and two activities. Okay. Cutting process, then cutting. Okay, after cutting, to welding workshop. There's one transportation. Between cutting and joining. Between cutting and joining, you have transportation. Okay, to welding workshop. Make it smaller lah. Make it smaller. Okay. So you have what? And the transportation? To welding workshop. Then you have the welding and then cleaning. Good. And then to store. Cleaning. After cleaning slag, you have the transportation symbol to store. Storage. To storage. And then you get the delay. The delay symbol. Delay symbol means delay in the bracket storage of work in process. Okay, good. Okay, delay tu delay D delay tu D. But the transportation, the word is to store. Store. Okay. To store, to delay, okay, delay, liquid proofing, the liquid proofing section, sealing, Okay, good. So pin section, two section, zero section. Okay, which one first? Inspection or two pin section? Inspection for leak, two pin section. This one, two pin section, then inspection for leak. Pin section first, then inspection. Okay, then painting, set aside. Okay, inspection. Then painting, okay, the set aside. You use the transportation symbol and set aside. Set aside. Only this, Dr. Masri mentioned it is involve movement or not, tu je. Because there is no word about the set aside ni. Then drying. Okay, set aside, then drying, then to finishing. Okay, painting and painting logo. Painting logo to store and storage. Logo, storage. The finishing and then painting. To finishing and then painting. To store. Oh, ada transportation kat situ. Between painting logo and storage, you have to transport dulu. You have to move to store. And you have the transportation symbol and to store. And then you have the storage. Then you have the storage. Storage is finished product. Okay. Okay, complete. Okay, good. What happened to the outline process chart? Habis hilang. Oh, you just drag You just drag the outline process chart punya isi tu go to the process flow chart Alamak. Okay. Oh, lajunya siapa tu? Who is that rat? Rat. Nyan cat. Who is that cat? What's moving around? Who is that cat? Tak tahu siapa? Good. Now you know if you know how to do the process flow chart, for the outline process chart, it's only to take all the operation, the circle one, just put into the outline process. But if you look at the general first, so the general will assist you to make it detailed in the process flow chart. Okay, the last one is painting logo. Okay. So you have complete your this example. So now you know how to use how to develop the outline process chart and the process flow chart. Okay. I want to give you one exercise. It is from test one and the previous test one. And I have put it in the e-learning. I put it in the e-learning. So you can go to the e-learning and to see the question and then you try yourself and then we can discuss after that and the answer. Boleh? Any question? Any question? Maybe you want to ask about the delay. Why you use delay instead of storage here? Any answer? Any ni maybe you want to give your opinion why you use delay here? Not storage. Because it is not complete yet.
Yeah.
Not complete yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all for today because we will have your your assignment in the e-learning. So just use that time for about 30 minutes about 25 minutes to complete to finish the assignment. Okay, now for attendance. Who want to give the question for attendance? Who are willing to give the attendance questions? Straight one question.
What doctor? Uh, what is the meaning for the operation punya symbol? Step benar.
Deker operation. Which one? Which one? Deker
No.
operation.
Dia actually like saya tanya juga like why did we for the delay no, for the set aside
You ask me ke you want to ask in the for the attendance?
actually I want to ask doctor.
Okay.
For the set aside doctor, why did we use arrow instead of D? Because I thought set aside means delay, isn't it? Or what?
Yes, we use both because the transportation, the symbol arrow to show to store, and then but for the other apa ni process is delay, right? Delay because we cannot put the storage even though you put to storage, but the next step is delay because it is not complete yet. Understand? It is ni kan you ask about the delay tadi kan? Yang to store and delay tu kan? Because after cleaning slack, you have to move the cleaning slack to the slack to the store. So you put the operation cleaning slack, then to store. So transportation to store. Okay, after transportation, you put delay D because the delay means storage of WIP, not storage to for the complete product. Because storage normally happen in the first flow, the first step, and at the end of the steps. Boleh?
Boleh boleh.
Okay, good question. Okay, now I try to attendance for section 1. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is attendance for section 1. And this is attendance for section 2. Okay, the question for the attendance. Who are willing to who are willing to give the question, the simple question to be answered in the attendance? So many things we learn here today. What is the significant that make you remember that thing?